Here's my thing. People have foot fetishes. People have fetishes about, you know, everything. Fine, everybody do your thing. So why is it when somebody looks at Google's like naked baby on Google and jerks off to it, they can get arrested? I don't understand.
Because
oh my.
All right, stop.
Just when you think some crazy news couldn't top Alex Jones being reinstated on Twitter, you know, and Dana White signing a $100 million contract with Bud Light, and as fake as I might find that to be, it's still a win in the culture war. You have an insane headline like this. Gay YouTuber buys twin boys from surrogate amid pedophile bestiality controversies. Now, I'm not very familiar with Shane Dawson. That's who the person is here on the right, pictured there on the right. But from seeing the little bit of snippets from the videos and as such, like, he's clearly, what's the word? He's pretty fruity. It's just one of those things where it's like, when you think that the culture war, the culture is nearing a point of, oh, maybe we're winning some of this back. Maybe there's just some crazy stuff that you see that's like, I don't know. Some of this stuff is just runs so deep. I don't know how you get it out with just winning the culture war. And it's not like, you know, even in America's greatest periods of time, it's not like you got rid of all things that people disliked. Enough of me talking, man. The controversies that surround this are just disgusting and insane. Like, when I started going down, I guess it's not even a rabbit hole, this stuff's out in the open. I bookmark a lot of these on Twitter because, like, there's just so many different ones. Like, this is a reaction to this first tweet I want to show you from Ed Wokeness. Shane Dawson is a celebrity who openly justified pedophilia, admitted that he searched for CP, and called it sexy. Shane Dawson and his husband, Rylan Adams, just purchased 2 baby boys legally. This is apparently a clip. Now, the time frame, I'm not sure, but some time ago, and obviously in his recent life, I think the earliest instance we're going to listen to is one from when he was 19. So he was an adult when a lot of this stuff was going on. We're just going to go ahead and play the clip. I'm not entirely sure what's in here. I have an idea of him making just like these just disgusting remarks. But so we all hear it.
Why do you have so many followers? And she goes, oh, I'm a cheerleader. And I'm like, oh, really? And she shows me her Instagrams, which are like, first of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy. She's like sexy.
You're disgusting.
I know. Listen, we've talked about pedophilia.
No. He goes, I know, listen. The way he just talks about it, and you'll see as this goes on, like, he knows it's disgusting. He knows it's wrong. He knows people are going to view it and take it as such. I think this is him kind of making an attempt to prime people or to warm people up to the idea of like, oh, well, maybe that's not that cool. Like, maybe in an attempt to kind of sway his influence and his status from where he was to get people to warm up to the idea. You know, and I could be wrong. That's just my opinion, but that's kind of how it comes off to me.
No, this is Shane. Like, do not say this, and like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, you will get arrested. Like, he kind of can. Listen, he has this justification for pedophilia, and it's so disturbing. And like, I just pretend that he doesn't.
Okay, wait, no. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Oh God.
Here's my justification for pedophilia.
I can't.
But it's not even something to even really joke about. I can't tell if she's just like nervous about her job or nervous that like, I don't know, you know, it's just one of those things where it's just not funny. And if you were in that position, like, you either call him out, and if he doesn't pull it back, like, I'd quit. Like, I'm not working for this dude. I mean, I wouldn't work with him just like on other things before even it got to that point. You know, like, I'm not going to be working for no Fruit Loop who dances around and stuff like that. Like, it's just gross, dude. Like, this should have been stopped a long time ago.
Here's my thing. People have foot fetishes. People have fetishes about, you know, everything. Fine, everybody do your thing. So why is it when somebody looks at Google's like naked baby on Google and jerks off to it, they can get arrested? I don't understand.
Because
maybe he's making the point that he doesn't understand like why legally you can't do that in, I guess, the privacy of your own home. He's playing dumb, you know, or naive. Like, I'm not foolish enough to believe someone went this far in their lives, was successful as they were, and can't understand the simple concept of like, no, you can't, like, children can't consent. It's so predatory, dude. Like, it's so incredibly predatory. And all kind of these like half-witting attempts to get someone to warm up to it and like defend it. It's like, dude, just let it go. Like, you're a weirdo, let it go. But he couldn't let it be that, and now it's moved on to he's buying babies. See, no, I didn't know that. Like, what?
Here's the worst part of it. I actually went to Google and I'm like, I don't want to see.
You could get arrested.
I know, but I just wanted to see, like, okay, let me pretend like I'm a pedophile for a sec.
Why would you ever want to pretend you're a pedophile? Especially when she's like, dude, you could get arrested. Like something as simple as that is like, dude, your account's gonna get flagged. You're gonna get. She's probably nervous. Like, dude, I don't want to be brought into this. I know you might be weird and you might really be like that, but I'm trying to keep my job. So like, if all these signs are here, how does this person purchase a baby?
So I typed in naked baby. First of all, they were sexy.
I didn't know he said that. That's fucking nasty. How? Who approved of this process? Who allowed? Like, the people who approved this need jail time as well. You clearly didn't look into the background of one of the individuals you allowed to purchase a live, breathing child.
Okay, back to the Instagram. So I look at this little girl's pictures, and she had makeup on. She had her tongue out. She was doing like the peace sign. She was doing a backflip.
Is she like Honey Boo Boo? Is she fat?
No, she was like a skinny little sex.
He probably has done that often. He probably does, or had at some point, possession, if not the attempt to possess some kind of materials like that. Where's the line, dude? Like, where is the line? If someone like this is allowed to purchase a child, then like, I really don't think there is a line. Like, I would rather give a child to someone who has admittedly done meth in the past before I would allow someone who had admitted to do something like this before. Maybe that's just me. Maybe you feel different. Tell me. There's another one. The next one is like a step above. Said that wrong. A step below. Like, it's like one ring closer to the lowest level of hell is like where this content comes from. Now I'm kind of, I guess, piecing together and seeing like maybe why he's like not big on YouTube anymore, why I don't really hear much about him anymore, is because maybe like all of his actual real fans left and now all of his platform really is just a big all astroturf for bots and influence peddling. At least it seems to be for me. Holy shit, it gets worse. In a 2015 podcast audio, Shane Dawson admitted to sexually assaulting his cat. And again, I repeat the question. How the hell was this man allowed to purchase baby boys? Shane Dawson has issued an apology after comments he made about bestiality on an old episode of his podcast resurfaced. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, what? How was he not, like, admitted to getting some kind of help? You think just, like, issuing an apology, like, to your fans is, like, enough, dude? Like, bro, you have problems, bro. You need help that you yourself clearly cannot provide. Seek the Lord. Make sure it's all the way up.
Just don't pull away and let me cuddle you for 5 seconds.
Oh. No, my dog's
a really needy guy.
No, the things I've done to my poor animals, they will never love me. I've done terrible things. I used to...
Oh, no. I don't know if you want to go there, Shane. What'd you do?
One time, I laid my cat down on her back.
Are you going to get arrested for this?
I don't know. No.
Think about it.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't penetrate. I laid the cat down on her back and then I moved.
Again, who are these people he's with that are just like laughing their asses off about this kind of stuff? Because I guess, when do you and your friends just joke about like railing your pets? Like, never? Like, it's just, there's something wrong here, man. Like, that's not okay. That's not real. Like, and maybe it's an issue of like, he didn't have any real friends. He didn't have any true actual influences that cared about him. Maybe these people all really were just like, we're here for the money. We just want to keep our jobs. Ha ha ha. Go along with it. Ha ha ha. And then like behind his back being like, this dude's creepy. Like, stay away from bro. Like, we need to be safe. Like, da da da. You know, they'll stand on, as the kids say, they'll stand on business. They will sit there and make sure they get the money in while doing things that they do not agree with whatsoever, purely for a few extra dollars. And that's the principles that we have in American society. And it gets worse. These final 24 seconds, I apologize for, but if I had to hear him, you got to hear him because it's gross.
Her little chicken legs, like, you know, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just like hump, but like on her tummy, like, that's not weird. Like, whatever. And then I humped it, and it kept going. And it came all over the cat.
No, you didn't.
what am I supposed to do with that? I'm supposed to just like be fine that we let people like this purchase children. You're supposed to sue. How do you stop a process like that? I don't even begin to understand or know. Surrogacy thing is one thing, you know, and I don't totally agree with that. That's going to be a lot harder to get something to stop than it would be to like get an admitted beastiest and pedophile to not buy children. It's very difficult to get my head wrapped around this stuff. In these different institutions, when it comes to guns, has 1,000,001 red flag laws, 1,000,001 this. If you post these things on your Facebook, you know, the FBI has all these ways of finding out all these different things about you that we can like put you on these lists, and we're going to be sure, because if we continue to see the same pattern of behavior, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. This brother is one of the most popular people on YouTube, is being watched simultaneously by how many thousands of people who see all this stuff happen in real time. And he's allowed to purchase a child. It either calls into question that these red flag laws or background testings or metrics are either, one, worthless, two, no one cares about them, so they just push everything through, or three, they saw it broke every rule in their book about who's not allowed to have a child. And they said, you know what, it's Shane Dawson. Like, go ahead. And none of that's okay. None of it's okay at all. How do you have faith in your healthcare providers? Like, those people, I want to know, the people who work at that hospital, are they watching this video too? Are they seeing their friends and family react and being like, who let these people, who are the people who let him buy these babies? Like, are they going to watch some of this stuff? Like, how are they, like, I would feel ashamed. I'm sure I'm going to log on Twitter in a couple of days and there'll be 4 more pictures of 2 more gay celebrities I can't think of right now that are posting the babies that they just bought. It's super dystopian. And we'll play the final couple of seconds of this.
It was like my first sexual experience.
No
I was also
way.
like 19, so it's like, you know.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Did you just say you came on a cat?
Guys,
It's psychopathic behavior. And I just don't think there's really any avenue for it. I don't know how the country can course correct for so much of blatant degeneracy like this. I guess I'm glad that it's popping off and it's being viral on Twitter, but like, again, I don't think people screaming on Twitter is going to save those kids who were just bought by those people. And like, I really hope in my heart of hearts, like, please, nothing happen to those kids. And as much as they may be physically safe, like, there's no telling what kind of issues and mentality and struggles you'll face growing up in that kind of environment. It's not natural. It's not right. A boy deserves his mother. A child deserves their mother. Like, it's just not okay. Peace.